Pat Walker here with Mission Winners. Time for the top stocks this week that you should have on your watch list. So we're looking here at the first stock, Ncino. And Ncino is the ticker symbol. You can see that in the upper left-hand corner. It's rallied up good. It's pulled back on less volume than it went up on. The stock has an earnings per share of 79. But here's the important part. It has and this is what I like. Relative strength's 85. Composite ratings 80 is 98. Accumulation distribution is A-. And notice it lifted up on heavy volume right in here, and it pulled back on less volume than it went up on. The stock, again, has an accumulation distribution of A+. You can't get better than that. What does that tell us? They're buying this stock. They're buying it. They're not selling it. They're buying it. And again, timeliness is A. Last quarter's earnings up 56%. Again, timeliness A. Rallies up, pulls back. What do we want to see? This is the 50-day simple. I'll be more specific. I'll really be thorough here. This is the 200-day simple, the 50-day simple moving average, the 21-day exponential moving average, and the 8-day exponential moving average line. You can see it's just a little bit below the support level here on the 8 EMA. What are we looking for? Push through this, take out Friday's highs. Friday's highs are $40.85. So what are you looking for? $40.90 with volume. You want volume, and you should see it on lesser time frames. I don't look at 5-minute charts ever. The 10-minute, the 30-minute, the hourly, look for a volume pickup when it's starting to push through this line, okay? That's numero uno. And again, composite rating's 98, timeliness is A. It's group number 5. That's what we look for. Let's continue onwards. Here we go. Intap. What's the lowdown on this one? I'm very stringent. For those that don't know, like I said, I was a sole supporter of a family of 6. I had to get this right, okay? And a big part of that, though, is trying to buy right, also controlling risk. Earnings per share rank 81, composite rating 99, timeliness A, accumulation distribution B+. Things we look for. Relative strength 92. I'm going to share something with you. If you focus on stocks with a relative strength of, say, 85 or 88 or higher, and a composite rating of 88 or higher, you will dramatically improve your investing results. And I taught this at IBD meetups. This works. So you can see this little pullback right here. Went up on heavy volume, pulls back on less volume. As I said, a B+ accumulation distribution. Last quarter's earnings of 250%. The previous quarter, 275%. Relative strength, as I stated, 92. Push through the 8 EMA. What's the high on this bar right here? The high on this bar is $56.95. What are we looking for? $57. Simple. $57 with volume on INTA. Okay, Intap. Let's go on to the next one. And what do we have here? Interactive Brokers, IBKR. Lifted up here, went sideways. Notice the accumulation in this. The stock's got an earnings per share rank of 96. Group rank is A+. SMR is A. Accumulation distribution A-. Composite rating, as I state, 98. 98. Timeliness A. Relative strength, again, is 96, leading the stock into new high ground. That's what you want. We want to buy leaders. Now, looking at this, look at that right here. Up on heavy volume, okay? And then it goes sideways, and then right here into the close. Volume comes into it. You can see these tops right here. Here is the 10-minute chart. A little bit of selling here. Here's the 30-minute chart. Look at that. That's institutional buying, folks, in that 30-minute bar. Here's the hourly. Look at the volume pickup. You can see these clean tops across here. All right. What's the high on this bar? The high on this bar right here is 180 and 28 cents. What's the high over here on this bar? 180 and 35 cents. It's simple. And again, big volume came into it in the close and closed right near the highs on that bar. Just take out the tops of this bar right there at 180 and 40 cents. There we go. And I'll go back to show you the daily. There it is. Look at the volume that came into it. So there's numero tres. Let's move on. Shopify. Gaps up on earnings, on heavy volume. That's very important. At Mission Winners, we combine both price and volume analysis. Think about this. A stock's going up in price. Volume tells us that other people see it and they're buying with us. There's power in that right there. There's volume on that bar. Basis would lift up a little bit higher on less volume, but still much heavier than average daily volume. Look at that. And then it pulls back on much less volume than it fell on. You got a reversal bar here, okay? And I like that. Now, let's talk a little bit more fundamentals. Earnings per share rating 99, composite rating 99, accumulation distribution A. Last quarter's earnings up 167%. That's where you got the big gap up on volume. They voted on that bar, folks. Runs up, pulls back on much less volume than it went up on. And again, this is the research that we do. We're thorough at this. Take out the highs of this bar. What's the high of this bar right there? 108.79 would be an entry. 108.80. It'll need good price action. It will need good volume action. And we'll also need a good market. We'll need a good market. Combine those things together, and there's a candidate there. Now, this is not a long base breakout. This is a long base breakout. Fact for you, fact for everybody. And again, this is what I coached for years and still do with the VIPs. Simple bases are the most reliable setup to make money. Master this setup. Forget all the other stuff that's out there. Say, this is what I'm going to do. Always with good fundamentals. Okay, you always want good fundamentals, the whole bit. Everything working for it. And, well, that's what you got. You got yourself a pretty good move already. So we're in it. But pullback could be a potential to buy more. Again, what's the high on this bar? The high on this bar right here. Get back to it. Take out the tops. Right in here. By the way, you see these numbers right here? That will help you. When I put it on the cursor, just watch the H. That's the high of the day. This will help you. 108.79. Folks, 108.80. Like I said, 108.80. There you go. Let's do one more. Little company called Tesla. Love this stock. Stock's been good to us. Lift it up. Pulls back on decreasing volume. That's very important. This is a good lesson for everybody. Oh, look, it's pulling back, but it's pulling back on steadily decreasing volume. What does that tell us? That the selling pressure is drying up. It's dropping off. Support on the rising 8 EMA. We want to see it take. I already got the price alert set. You see it? By the way, good lesson. You see where the price alert is? Not at the high of this bar, a little bit below it. That's a great tactic. What's the high on this bar? The high on this bar is 324.68. Okay? So you just want to take that out. And again, folks, let's cut to the chase. It's Tesla. It's a maxless stock. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Take this out right there again. High on that bar is 324.68, 324.70. If the market's okay, in all instances with these stocks, if the market's okay. And please, never impose, I'm asking you, please never impose your will on the stocks. Let price and volume guide you. It will really help you. And I hope this helps you too. Have a good day. Let's have a good week. We know what to look for. We know what to do. Don't force buys. Also, I'll say this to close this out. Never argue with price. If it's falling, sell it. Sell it. And don't day trading. Don't argue with price. Let price combined with volume guide your actions. It will really help you. And I'll also flip that coin and say this too. When you get one that's running, run it and let it work. I'll give you an example. App 11. See that clean and simple base? See that volume pickup right there? This was on the key list for buy right there. And we bought this a bit, right? And so what was our entry? I'll just call our entry, I'll just say $94. 94, this stock hit a high on this bar of 302. We'll just say it ran up to 294. 94 to 294, that's a 200-point gain. You can say, and I'm not bragging here, but I just want to share this with you. It's like, Pat, why was it on the list? Okay, I'm not saying buy it now, okay? But why did it make the cut? And I just want to educate. This is important to me, okay? I'm passionate about this. When we bought this, This stock had earnings of 305% and sales of 44%. It had a composite rating of 99. It had an accumulation distribution of either A or A+. It met the grade. It met all the criteria. And look what it does. Please note, I'm not bragging. No, I'm trying to speed up the learning curve for you. This is the honest to God truth. Things I wish somebody would have told me years ago.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.